66% of men and 54% of women are reported to be doing the recommended levels of activity. As you can see, there is a gradual decline in how many adults are taking part in physical activity. The reason for this may be because of office-based jobs. Around 1 in 10 boys and girls aged 2 to 4 met the recommended levels of activity. A higher proportion of boys and girls met the recommendations. Boys are found to be more active in the 8 to 10 age group, whereas girls in the 5 to 7 age group. The number of children meeting the recommended levels of activity is just not good enough. There has been a decline of physical activity by 20% from 1961 to 2005, and this decline is estimated to increase by another 15% by 2030. In modern society, people are less active. This is partly because of technology. Technology has made our lives a lot easier. Instead of walking or cycling, the preferred mode of transport is by car. Instead of playing outside, children are on phones, tablets and laptops. And the majority of jobs involve little physical effort. This sedentary lifestyle people are living will lead to obesity. Obesity is a term used to describe someone who is very overweight with a high percentage of body fat. Unfortunately, it's a very common problem that affects 1 in 4 adults and 1 in 5 children. These overweight, obese and physically inactive individuals have a 35% higher risk of stroke, 50% higher risk of type 2 diabetes, 50% higher risk of colon cancer, 83% higher risk of osteoarthritis, 30% higher risk of depression and a 30% higher risk of dying young. Action needs to be taken. Is physical literacy the answer? Physical literacy can be defined as the motivation, confidence, physical competence, knowledge and understanding to maintain physical activity at an individually appropriate level throughout life. Unlike physical education, physical literacy is a person-centered participation model instead of sports-centered. For kids to get physically active, they need to be confident in physical activity settings. Developing fundamental skills such as running, jumping and catching will give children the confidence to try and do anything in a safe and fun environment. These positive experiences will allow children to build intrinsic motivation along with confidence in their ability. Because of this, children will develop into adults who have the skills to participate and enjoy physical activity throughout their lives. In physical education, there is a strong focus on developing children's physical and skill-related ABCs, their agility, balance and coordination. But children's psychological ABCs need to be developed as well. Developing autonomy, children's voice and choice, belonging, making sure the children feel respected and connected, and competence, making children feel like they have the ability to meet demands, will help children develop a high intrinsic motivation. Once fundamental movement and sport skills have been mastered, children should be able to read their environment and make appropriate decisions. This should allow them to move confidently and with control in any sporting situation. The 4 basic environments children should be physically competent in are on the ground, for example dance, in the water, like swimming, on the snow, like sledding, and in the air, for example gymnastics. Being physically literate will help children understand why it's important to be physically active. This includes reducing injuries, leading healthy active lifestyles, and knowing the effects exercise has on your body. Physical literacy will also help children work at their own level instead of worrying about everybody else. This would be done with self-evaluation and improvement. During PE lessons, teachers need to ensure they follow smiles. This means children should feel safe, emotionally and physically. There should be maximum participation. Children should be involved in learning. The lesson should be enjoyable and successful. Lessons including these principles will give children a positive experience of physical activity and encourage them to take part in physical activity throughout their lives. All in all, the characteristics of physical literacy mentioned previously should come together to create a physically active person throughout life. In conclusion, moving away from physical education and towards physical literacy could result in a healthier and physically active population.